Alright everybody, hello and welcome. Very first episode of What's on Steam. I thought the other day after we did our Uneducated Gamer is Cheap series, we might continue the focus of that series being on games with gold because they are free games. And I might jump on Steam maybe once a week and have a look at a game on there. Steam sales have been going on now for a couple of weeks. And this game, for those of you that haven't played it before, is Sid Meier's Civilization 5. This is the full expansion. I haven't actually played it since the original of this game. And the reason that we're going to play this one is that I found another pretty cool game called Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth that I haven't played before and I'm really keen to. So I thought we might do this as a bit of a precursor to that. It's one of those really addictive games that before you know it, you've been playing it for like 6 hours. We're just going to go random leader. Let's go Pangaea. Let's just make it one big landmass. We'll go for King and quick. I might die very quickly. But yeah, let's go with that. We'll start the game. Alright, you can see here we've been set up as Enrico Dandolo of the Venetian Empire. Not to be confused with Enrico Colantoni, who was the dad on Veronica Mars. And for those of you who don't know about the Venetian Society, I guess, it is a beach in California where muscleheads go to work out. Right, we're going to make our first city here, which should be Venice. It is. And basically the focus of this episode and series is going to be to create as much gold as possible. So I'm just going to have Venice working towards production that is recommended by our economic advisor, which is just the little yellow symbol here. So we'll start work on monument and our research will be the same. We'll just go after the gold. We're going to chase that cash. Right, we've accumulated enough culture in our society to adopt a social policy. These are just little bonuses that your society will get. I really want to focus on building world wonders within the capital city of Venice because they give you little bonuses as well and it's easy to build quickly if you have all those bonuses. So I'm going to go with tradition just because the first one here is aristocracy, which is plus 15 production when building world wonders. So we'll adopt that one first. Okay, we've met our first of the four civilizations that we've met the first of the three other civilizations we're playing against. It's Askia of Songhai. I'm pretty sure he'll declare war on me relatively soon. You can see here he's already set fire to a bunch of shit behind him. Badass looking sword though. Right, next in the tree will be aristocracy, which we spoke about earlier. Give us a little bonus when we're building world wonders. And this is our first civilian unit. It's a worker. We're just going to have them automatically make improvements for around Venice. Alright, met Singapore, which is our first city-state. Because we're playing as Venice, we can actually purchase Singapore. So once we have a merchant, we'll probably do that. Right, next in the tradition tree is oligarchy, which means we won't pay anything on garrison units. We're about to put our warrior back into Venice, so that one will work well for us there. Alright, this is our first caravan. You use caravans to trade with other cities, so we're just going to send this one to Singapore and back. Alright, we've met the next civilization, which is Augustus Caesar of Rome. I'm sure he will declare war on us at some point in the future. It's got a cool colour scheme though. I like ours, but the Purple Rain. Oh, that's what I should call the series. I should call it Purple Rain, but like rain as in an empire's reign. Not the weather. Alright, these little pain in the ass units here are barbarians. They are just randomly spawned military units and they continue to spawn and steal your civilian units up until you destroy their base. So we're going to try and go and do that now because they will destroy our land. Alright, so you can see here the barbarian unit has come within range of Venice, so we can use our archers or whatever in the city to attack them. Alright, next in the tradition tree is legalism. It gives us free culture building in our first 4 cities. Thankfully we've killed that barbarian unit, but they are just a pain in the ass. It took us like 4 turns to kill them. And we actually have our first great merchant, Antonio Pigafetta. I'm probably not pronouncing that at all right, but it means that we can use his fortune to buy this city-state. So Singapore will be our second city. And it's going to join us as a puppet. So we won't control what it makes, but we can help them out. Alright, this is our first civilian unit. That's a workboat. We are just going to send it over here to create a fishing boat in the spot where the fish are. And that'll give us a little bit of a bonus to our gold. Alright, our first world wonder, the Great Lighthouse, which gives us a free lighthouse in our city. And a little bit of a bonus to our naval units as well. Alright, Mausoleum of Halicarnassus is our second world wonder. We get 100 gold each time a great person is expended, and each source of marble or stonework by the city produces plus 2 gold, which is awesome because we've actually already got both marble and stone outside our 2 cities. Alright, so we've found our first barbarian camp. We are now going to go and attack it and try and clear it out. They've gotten a worker from somewhere. I don't think it's our civilization. Next in our tradition tree, we're going to go for landed elite. So plus 10 food growth in the capital and plus 10 food growth and plus 2 food in the capital. Alright, Temple of Artemis is our next world wonder. Plus 10 food growth in all cities and plus 15 production when building ranged units. Alright, so we've got enough culture in our city now that we can create a pantheon. This is the first step to creating your own religion. I think we're just going to go with God of Craftsmen, which gives us extra production in all of our cities. Alright, the final civilization is George Washington, him with his wooden teeth. Alright, to round out the tradition tree is monarchy, plus 1 gold and minus 1 unhappiness for every 2 citizens in the capital. And you see that gives us a little boost to our happiness there. Alright, Hanging Gardens is our next world wonder. It requires the tradition tree, which we've now completed, and gives us a free garden in Venice. Alright, we built the Parthenon, which contains a pre-built great work of art in the great work slot, which gives us a little boost to our culture. Alright, we've had our next great merchant be born. I'm just going to have him create a customs house, which will generate a bit more gold for our civilization. Okay, the next tree we're going to go after, unfortunately, commerce and rationalism aren't available. Commerce is a great one because it gives us a bonus to our gold, and rationalism generates more science, which is how quickly you discover technologies and stuff. In the meantime, I'm going to go with aesthetics. It gives a boost to your culture, and if we have more culture, the quicker we can actually adopt these social policies. So we'll go with that one next. Alright, we've entered the medieval era. Alright, so even though we started the culture tree, I'm going to go with commerce first, just because I want to get as much gold as quickly as possible, and this tree will give us that. Alright, we built the Great Wall, which will now be known as the Great Wall of Venice. So enemy land units can't move that far while they're in our territory, which is kind of cool. That's a good defensive bonus, because we're just going to be playing defense up until we've researched pretty much all the technologies. Alright, so next in the commerce tree, or first in the commerce tree I should say, is wagon train. So plus 2 gold from all our land trade routes. We have 2, so that's cool. Alright, I've met Colombo, which is the next city-state that we've met. I think we're the first ones to actually meet them, so we might go and take over there. Alright, we've got our first spy, Ambrosio. We're just going to have him play defense in Venice for the time being. Alright, and it looks like Washington has declared war on Augustus Caesar, so hopefully other civilizations are going to start taking each other out and we don't have to worry about them. Alright, so we've purchased Colombo, which will be our 3rd city. I think there's one more city-state left, which we can purchase because it's one of the perks of being whoever we are, Venice. Alright, so we killed a spy from Songhai. I'm going to be cool about it. I'm not going to be a dick. But it means Ambrosio's been promoted to the next level. Washington wants to enter a research agreement. That gives us a boost to our science, so we'll do that now. And I'm going to forgive Askia because I guess everyone spies on everyone at some point. Alright, the next in the commerce tree is entrepreneurship, which great merchants are earned 25% faster, and we receive double the gold from great merchant trade missions. Alright, the next in the commerce tree is mercenary army, so it allows us to purchase Landsknechts, whatever they are. I probably didn't pronounce that right either, but whatever. Alright, we got Anchor what? So culture and gold costs of acquiring new tiles are reduced by 25% in every city, which is cool. Alright, I've entered the Renaissance era. Alright, built the Oracle, so we get 1 free social policy from that. Okay, so a free social policy we're going to use on mercantilism. So purchasing items in cities requires 25% less gold, and we get extra science from every mint, market, bank, and stock exchange. Alright, built Alhambra, which means all newly trained non-air units in the city receive the drill promotion, and it improves the combat strength of our capital, Venice. Oh no, sorry, it improves combat strength when fighting in rough terrain. World Congress has been founded, which means all the city-states have met each other. And that kinda, I think it's like the UN, but not really just yet. The UN comes later. So we'll see who's going to be the host. Okay, so we're the hosts. Awesome. The first Council of Venice. Let's propose... Okay, staying diplomatic with it. Alright, staying diplomatic with it. We're going to propose a World's Fair, because you can see here civilizations that would be grateful if we proposed it. Songhai and Rome. So we'll offer that as our first option, and then I think we change our production to be working towards the World's Fair, or something like that. I can't actually quite remember. And you would have seen there, it just bobbed up for a second, America's actually lost its capital as well, so I think it's been taken over by Rome. Alright, we've had a great prophet born, which means we can start our own religion in our civilization. Okay, so we might as well start with Buddhism. Our founder beliefs will be initiation rites, so we get gold whenever anyone converts that religion. And what else have we got? What else will give us gold? Let's go Divine Inspiration. Each World Wonder provides +2 faith in the city. That will help because we have so many World Wonders already. Alright, so we're Buddhist now. Yay! Alright, we built the Hagia Sophia, which means we get a free great profit, which means we should be able to enhance our religion, I think. Okay, so we can add a second follower belief. We will go with feed the world. Let's take the high ground there. And enhance a belief is that profits are 25% stronger and earned with 25% less faith. Let's go with that. Okay, the last in the commerce tree, +2 happiness from every luxury resource. We're going to take that one. And having the whole tree gives us +1 gold from every trading post and allows us to purchase great merchants with faith. Alright, I built the Globe Theatre, so we get a free rider and it has 2 slots for great works of writing. Alright, so I'm still not going to finish aesthetics to generate culture. I'm going to go after rationalism so we can get our technologies a bit quicker. Alright, we built the Leaning Tower of Pisa, so +25% generation of great people in all cities. Okay, for that free person, I'm going to choose a great scientist, and that should boost our science a little bit. Alright, built the Sistine Chapel, so that's taking Michelangelo's sweet time. +25% culture in all cities, and contains 2 slots for great works of art. Alright, it's time to vote. We're going to vote for a World's Fair. You can see here that Washington has voted to make Protestantism the world religion. I think the other societies will vote that down. Okay, so our World's Fair passed at the World Congress. Our next one we're going to offer is Scholars and Residents. You can see Rome would be grateful if we proposed it, and I'll commit to that proposal. And interestingly enough, I didn't notice it when it happened, but Washington no longer exists. They have actually been taken over completely by Rome. So that's 1 down, 2 to go. Okay, so we have captured a civilian unit that used to belong to Songhai. I am going to return it to him. And he's thanked me for that, so good on him. Alright, we've started production on the World's Fair as well. And that's 16 turns. So I think it's whoever has the most production towards the World's Fair after 16 turns gets some bonuses or something like that. I can't really remember, but it's something along those lines. Alright, we've met Sydney, Australia, getting on the board. Alright, we've met the city-state of Ormus, whatever that means. Alright, we found a civilian unit which used to belong to Ormus. We're going to return it to them because we're just good like that. Alright, first in the rationalism tree is humanism, so scientists are earned 25% faster. Alright, so the World's Fair has concluded, and you can see here we absolutely trashed everyone. ASCII didn't put any production towards it. Caesar did a little bit, but we put 756.22. So we get a bonus for being an exhibitor, which is 117 production or more, 500 points towards our next golden age, which should kick off soon. Groundbreaking invention means we get a free social policy, and we also hosted the fair by contributing the most. So culture increases by 100% for the next 20 turns, which is great. We're also going to purchase Ormus using Maffeo Polo, which will be our 4th city. We use our free policy on free thought, which is +1 science from every trading post and +17 science from universities. Alright, Gustav Holst, we're going to have him create a great work. I'm hoping it's Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba, and it's Saturn, whatever the hell Saturn is. Alright, next in the rationalism tree is secularism, so +2 science from every specialist. Alright, we've built the porcelain tower. The Tai Chi enthusiasts don't come with it. That's because we have the rationalism tree, and a great scientist has appeared near the city where we built it. And we're going to use him to discover some tech, and we do. We've finished archaeology now, and that sees us enter the industrial era. Alright, we've got our second spy as well, Geosafar. So we're going to send him to, let's go Singapore, and he can play defense there for a bit. Alright, so it's the next World Congress. And we've actually welcomed city-states into voting, but keeping in mind that we're probably going to buy Sydney first opportunity we get. Okay, I'm a bit worried here because Caesar seems to be setting up forces all around Ormus, which I think he's going to attack it relatively soon. So I'm just going to purchase some stuff for him. Some walls, a barracks. Oh, shit, I'm running out of cash. I might also put a crossbowman in there. Yeah, that's all I've got the cash to do, but at least that sets it up if we are about to be invaded by Rome. Okay, so sovereignty is the next one in the rationalism tree, +1 gold from science buildings. That'll be a good one to give us some cash as well. And the next voting for the next world session, you can see here Rome have actually pulled even with us. Now I'm going to choose the host and I'm going to choose ourselves. We get 3 votes for that. He does as well. We'll see what happens. Okay, so the last round of voting has gone through. You can see here that everything passed and everyone actually voted for everything to pass as well. So that's interesting. Right, so for the next one, we're going to go for cultural heritage sites. It looks as though Rome would support that. We might as well just do the diplomatic thing. All right, Gershwin, Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba? No, it's I Got Rhythm, whatever that means. Okay, the last on the rationalism tree is scientific revolution. And it's going to boost science gain from research agreements by 50%. And adopting everything in that tree gives us that a bonus of a free technology and allows us to purchase great scientists with faith. Alright, I'm at Kathmandu, which is the next city-state. Alright, might as well finish off aesthetics now as the next branch in our social policy tree. We'll go with fine arts first, so 50% of excess happiness added each turn to the amount of culture that may be spent on social policies. That'll give us a nice little bonus. Alright, we built Big Ben. It requires commerce, which we now have, and the gold cost of purchasing in all cities is reduced by 15%. Which actually saying, we've also met Jerusalem, and that actually sounds like and we've seen Mount Sinai. Shit, there's a lot going on this turn. We may as well now go and jump in and purchase a bunch of shit for Venice because it's a little bit cheaper, and because I've got the cash. There you go, capital city, decked to the rafters. Also in this turn, Cesare Federici is going to purchase Sydney for us. That'll be our 5th city. And they become part of the Venetian Empire as well. Okay, so we enacted cultural heritage sites. Rome is trying to ban salt. And I'm going to put 1 for nay and 2 for yay for the cultural heritage sites. Actually, you know what? I might change that up. 2 to not ban the luxury. He's only doing that because we have salt and they don't. Alright, I've also met Panama City. We are slowly working our way through all the city-states. And we are now in the modern era, which I think means we're a whole era ahead of any of the other civilizations. Okay, I'm going to risk everything. I'm going to go with science as funding, and Songhai is going to be upset about it, but they only have 2 votes. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Okay, we've got our 3rd spy as well. I'm actually going to change tax a little bit. I'm going to send them both to the capital cities in the other civilizations. Firstly, I'm going to send Cesare to Rome, but I'm going to send him there as a diplomat, so he's not spying, he's not going to get killed. I'm going to do the same with Jehoshaphat. I'm going to send him to Gao, or Gao, or however you pronounce that, as a diplomat as well. And hopefully they can just keep an eye on what those civilizations are doing. And it's also time for us to adopt an ideology for our civilization. We're going to go with freedom. Nobody else seems to be up to this level yet, so we might as well take that one first. So here, picking up Sydney and the other place since the last vote means we now have 5 seats. So we'll vote for ourselves to continue as the host. Okay, so adopting freedom, we have to add all of our tenants. We're going to go for all of them, so I might as well just attach them in here. Okay, I need to add them slowly, but that's fine. We're going to add all the base ones before we go to the second ones. And you can see there, we remain the host, so we won with the most votes. Everyone voted for themselves as much as possible, so that's fine. Okay, so next in the aesthetics, oh no, actually not. We're going to abandon aesthetics for the moment, and we're going to continue with our Venetian freedom tree. So we'll go with capitalism for that one. I'm just going to adopt everything here at the bottom level. Okay, Songhai's just come to me and let me know that Caesar is plotting against me. That's fine. Yeah, like, everyone's always plotting against everyone. He's trying to surround Singapore with people, but really, I've got that much cash that if he tries anything, I'm going to beat the living shit out of him anyway. Alright, we're going to go with artistic genius, a great artist. Oh no, we're not. Ignore that. Next to the tenants will be +1 culture from each great work, creative expression. Alright, we built Broadway. So 1 free great musician appears near the city where it was created, and it has 3 slots for great works of music. Alright, so Caesar has finally gotten his shit together and declared war on me. So I guess that ends this episode. The next one that you see will be me versus Caesar. Only one can stand. The winner will be the last man standing, and it's the 2 biggest civilizations going head to head. So Thank you very much for watching. I hope you are enjoying the series so far. Have a look at this smug prick right in his face, right there. That's where I'm going to get him. We'll have to see in the next episode if we can knock him off. We do have a lot of money, so hopefully we can bankroll a few more military units and start beating the living shit out of him. If you have any feedback, put it in the comment section below, and I very much look forward to seeing you in What's on Steam Civilization 5 Part 2.